In 1905, the vision of a bold entrepreneur named C. Jinasena formed a company called C. Jinasena Company, which today has grown into Jinasena Limited. The beginnings go back to Hospital Street in Colombo Fort, where the first business operations were the repairing of bicycles and sewing machines. Gradually, growth took place, and the repair shop serviced machinery used in the rubber, tea, coconut, and graphite industries. Subsequently, a permit was granted for the vulcanizing of rubber, which was at that time an industrial process guarded by the British. In 1960, C. Jinasena relocated the operations to the current premises at Hunupitiya Road in Colombo 2. C. Jinasena laid down strict norms of quality which have been preserved in the workmanship of the products of Jinasena, winning much respect and standing today as a manufacturer. The Singha rubber rolling machine, designed by the company's founder, was able to outsell British machines which monopolized the Sri Lankan rubber industry. With the demise of the founder, T.S. Jinasena took over the reins from his father and continued to develop the rubber rolling machine and achieved a revolutionary new design which used profile cams for raising and lowering the rollers. This design was granted one of the earliest of patents for engineering goods in Sri Lanka and was produced continuously with much success until late 1960, when manufacturing of rubber rolling machines ceased due to production constraints. Today, when one speaks of Jinasena, almost automatically one may start thinking of the famous centric water pump, which was the brainchild of T.S. Jinasena. In the late 1940s, with T.S. Jinasena as the proprietor of Jinasena Company, numerous pumps were imported from the United Kingdom for sale in Sri Lanka, and over a period of time, a vast amount of knowledge on water pumps, their designs, strengths and weaknesses were gathered. As a repairer of these water pumps, T.S. Jinasena realized that foreign pumps designed for foreign markets were not suitable for Sri Lankan conditions. Therefore, a plan was laid out with a set of design parameters for an ideal water pump for Sri Lanka. Basically, these design parameters were a strong, robust construction, minimal mechanical components, a design which did not require any kind of maintenance for several years, and a high degree in quality and finish. The pump created thus resulted in the following special features: a water lubricated mechanical seal, a high quality British Hoover electric motor with a special sealed for life bearings, a sealed unit which was compensating for wear and did not require maintenance or adjustments, constructed entirely of high quality cast iron with brass impellers. When this pump was unveiled in 1950, T.S. Jinasena coined the trademark name centric, which was formed by playing on the word centrifugal, since this design was on the concept of a centrifugal water pump. At the time the pump was introduced, Sri Lanka had an open market economy, and many had thought T.S. Jinasena was wasting his time trying to produce engineering goods locally when it could be easily imported. The engineering and innovative spirit of T.S. Jinasena persevered, and by the mid-1950s, when the first signs of foreign exchange problems surfaced in Sri Lanka, Jinasena's was ready with a fully developed pump of better quality than anything that was being imported. The original pumps were of cast iron, and the existing foundry facilities were utilized to manufacture the components required for this pump. All manufacturing stages, from making wooden patterns to sand molds and cores, melting the cast iron components, are carried out at the foundries of Jinasena. The cast iron components manufactured were machined, assembled and tested as water pumps. Even today, the famous centric cast iron water pumps are manufactured in this same manner with the help of modern machinery and techniques. Faced with the rising problem of the scarcity of raw materials such as cast iron and brass scrap, Jinasena's was quick to seek an alternate material to ease the manufacturing burden, yet maintain the quality and integrity of the centric cast iron pump. Many years of research and development went into this process and finalized a suitable design where the components of the pump could be manufactured with polymer engineering plastic material. The first component that was manufactured using this material was the impeller, and after many failures, finally it was possible to have a product which was far superior to brass. The experience gathered in this venture gave Jinasena's the confidence to look at all other components of the water pump, currently being manufactured from metal and investigate the possibilities of changing over to engineering plastics. The initial expenditure of manufacturing components out of engineering plastic proved to be high. Particularly, the cost of dies and molds had to be made from specialized steels which were costly and difficult to work with. Once, however, the expensive molds were completed, the manufacturing process was completely transformed to simple processing. Jinasenas realized that the limited facilities available in Sri Lanka would not help meet the development they had envisioned, and therefore Jinasenas decided to acquire CAD and CAM as in-house facilities. CAD is an acronym for Computer Aided Design and requires extensive training in the use of the computer as a design tool. Once having acquired this knowledge, the manufacturing programs which were designed were then utilized in computer-aided machine centers which were fully computerized. Acquiring this facility was a heavy expenditure, but the end result has proved it to be a wise decision. Jinasenas are proud to say that they are one of the few manufacturers in the world who make complete water pumps, which except for the electric motor is entirely of high-grade polymer. While Jinasenas worked at developing the pump, in the early 1970s, they realized that to be a truly Sri Lankan manufacturer, it was necessary not only to produce the pump, but also the electric motor, and it too should meet the rather difficult Sri Lankan standards. In designing the motor, certain matters were taken into consideration, such as extremely low voltage conditions, sudden power surges, high humidity, and lack of proper maintenance. And these problems were taken to account and met with special features when the motor developed by Jinasenas finally took shape. The motor is manufactured by Jinasena Electric Motors Limited in an ultra-modern factory with a high degree of quality. All single-phase motors are fitted with British-made manual thermal overload switches which protect the motor against low voltage and high temperature rise. The winding wire which is used is of the highest quality available in the world, unlike low-price motors available on the market. The JEM motor goes through a comprehensive insulation process prior to assembling. These attributes have given the JEM motor a significant advantage over all its competitors and is a main reason for the long life of all centric water pumps. Jinasenas are also independent manufacturers of water seals which are used in all of the water pumps manufactured by Jinasenas. All components of the seal are carefully manufactured in a special factory where the seal surfaces are polished using modern polishing techniques. The seals are specially designed for the centric water pump and is another unique feature of Sri Lankan innovation and quality. It is therefore clear that Jinasenas are not assemblers of components imported from China, nor are they importers of low-price pumps which are later labeled in Sri Lanka. Visiting our factory complex, you will have the opportunity of seeing the complete process and every stage of manufacture. Jinasenas are proud of their achievements and wish to share these achievements with all Sri Lankans. Through a long journey which spans from the 1950s to the present, the centric water pump is manufactured entirely in Sri Lanka using Sri Lankan innovations and Sri Lankan labour. At a time when other operators in this trade deceive the Sri Lankan public by importing low-priced pumps from China and label them with local names, Jinasenas stand proud that their trademark and the product that carries this trademark is truly and proudly Sri Lankan. Continuing this proud tradition of manufacturing equipment of the highest quality of Sri Lankan design, Jinasenas also manufacture agricultural machinery required for agriculture. It is marketed under the trade name Agrimec. Many of the features in this machine are of Jinasena origin and have continued to maintain the high traditions of quality synonymous with the name of Jinasena. In this short video presentation, you will see the manufacturing processes adopted by Jinasenas for the manufacture of centric and Agrimec products. It is noteworthy that Jinasenas are the only engineering company which manufactures a product in Sri Lanka, rejecting the current scheme in operation where low-price imports are marketed under local trademarks. And to all viewing this presentation, Jinasenas would like to cordially extend the courtesy that visits to their facilities, if wished, would be gladly arranged.